The purpose of this video is to explain the structure of the curriculum comparison document. Color coding is used to identify organizing ideas. For example, number will always be a shade of red across any of the documents we have created. The numbering system is used to make aligning to the government's copy of the Program of Studies easier. It starts with a grade, so this is a grade 2 document. Then the organizing idea, N is for number. After that, the number tells you the learning outcome. This is the first learning outcome in the number organizing idea in grade 2. Finally, we identify the understanding row. In the government's document, you'll notice that they have multiple rows of understandings for some of the learning outcomes. For example, there are 5 rows of understanding within learning outcome number 1 for numbers. So this tells us that we are looking at understanding row number 2 within learning outcome number 1 within number in grade 2. So the purpose of this document is to provide you with a quick overview of the connection between the previous curriculum and the new curriculum, and to identify what is new in the new curriculum or not previously stated from the previous curriculum. When you take a look in the first column, this is all related to the previous curriculum. So you'll see it's the number strand, specific outcome number 1 is skip counting, specific outcome number 2 is listed below that. The rest of the columns show you how the new curriculum aligns to the outcome or outcomes that is identified in the first column. Within number, learning outcome number 1, students analyze quantity to 1,000. We find skip counting in understanding row number 2. This column indicates the understanding, this column indicates the knowledge, and this column indicates the skills and procedures that relate to this particular outcome. So this section all relates to skip counting, which is why it is connected to specific outcome number 1. You can see that the 1,000 is highlighted in yellow. In the previous curriculum, students only had to skip count to 100. The new curriculum requires them to skip count to 1,000, so it is highlighted in yellow. Let's scroll down to specific outcome number 3. You can see that nothing is written in these 3 columns. That's because described order or relative position using ordinal numbers up to 10th is not found in the new curriculum. Specific outcome number 4 and 7 have been clustered together. And that's because the learning outcome from the new curriculum covers both of these outcomes. Don't forget that the yellow highlighting indicates something that is new, but it also indicates something that was not previously explicitly stated in the previous curriculum. So you'll notice in this case, number line is highlighted in here. You may have taught using number lines, but because it wasn't explicitly required in the previous curriculum, it was highlighted here in order to make sure that teachers saw that it is something that is an explicit requirement at this point in time. Hopefully you found that video helpful, and we'll see you in future videos.